You've been doing this 5 years. I called you Jeff. That's fantastic. We are live. Hey, I do want to. Hey, Phil, I'm Phil. Phil. Last night, I want to say this. As long as I'm blurry, I don't know why I'm blurry. Last night, I watched the show with my wife, Four Seasons, on Netflix, and the character that's played by Will Forte said that in marriage, you have times when you seriously think about getting out, and I could not disagree more. Out 32 years later, I have yet to be let in. So I don't even know how to start the show.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Emilio,
plus funny songs from
Evo's Side,
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
I feel so normal sitting at home, sitting here, listening to no one applaud for me. That's fantastic. Hello, everybody, Elena and Devo and Steve and Alex and everybody. Shauna trying to get in the show. I feel great.
I just let Kevin in by mistake.
You left. Oh, you did not. I was going to say, I've been looking up there trying to not let Erzat's Kevin in.
Sorry.
So welcome to the virtual that virtual comedy show where our new game is Where is Steve Goodie this week? It used to be Where is Brad this week? And in 2 days, I fly to Skagway, Alaska. Steve is in Denver, ladies and gentlemen, and he drove last night from Utah with where he was playing for the Mormons. So if you got it, Janice is trying to come in again, and no more Kevin. We are falling apart, and there's Patty. So
we got Kevin. He's just somewhere else.
Steve is on his worldwide tour, which is fantastic. So we can't wait to hear how that's going. And we also, of course, our other star who's waiting to get in, Patti Vasquez, is here always. Yay. Plus, every week we have a stellar lineup of talent. This week, our pal and brilliant comedian, Sal D'Amelio, who does not only funny stuff, but you talk funny too, don't you? You make a lot of funny sounds.
What are you talking about?
That sounds different than it really is. And, of course, hilarious, funny song writer and stylist, Tom Rockwell, better known as Devo Spice, although it's probably the other way around. Or is it, which one are you better known as? You're better known as Tom or Devo?
That depends on who you ask.
Your banker, bank teller. Okay. As I mentioned that on TV, I was watching, the one man was saying that a long-time marriage, you go through times when you feel like chucking the whole thing. And I can tell you that I have never thought of doing that. He talked about how pet peeves in a marriage can build and how annoying they can get over time. And I say, get over it. I say, the secret to marriage is being fine with your partner's incessant need to not learn anything. That is be good with it. Think of yours for the people that are married. Here's one of mine. One of my wife's. And remember, she puts up with 23% more worse from me. So here we go. I do the recycling and trash here. Everybody has jobs. She does the laundry. I do the recycling and trash. Pretty usual in many homes. The man does the trash and recycling. And many men will get peeved if their wife doesn't put the trash where the trash goes and the recycling where the recycling goes. And they will mention it to their wife every time they find out that it's wrong, with a lot of nagging. Well, in my house, my wife has zero idea what is trash and what is recycling. And I have never mentioned it, and I never will. I have no problem with it. She puts the styrofoam right in the recycling and the Amazon boxes in the trash all the time. So what? I just go out and put them where they go. I don't tell her she's That's right. I don't tell her she's done it wrong. I don't tell her it's a problem. I don't care. I don't want her to see this tonight either because I am proud to fix it myself. I don't want her to even know. I don't even want her to know that she screws it up. That all the bubble wrap I've had to take out of the recycling. I don't want her to know. Now, on the other side, my wife can sit silently for 6 hours or more, watching TV or working or doing puzzles. She could sit silently for 6 hours straight, not a peep, right? Wow. I cannot do any of that or anything without making noise every couple minutes. And not even talking to her, just talking to myself or her. or I'll just make up a song about nothing for an hour, maybe a tune about my fingernails splitting for 26 minutes and just sing that. And if I'm not doing that while I'm working or doing a puzzle or while cleaning, I will just spew out nonstop automatopoeia. And I'm like, you know what? It's not Marty Feldman. Who was the guy? Who remembers the guy that looked like Marty Feldman that did all the sounds?
Oh, yeah.
All right, somebody look that up.
Victor
But
Borga.
Wes Harrison?
Victor Borga.
No, not Victor.
Oh, no.
Somebody look it up. But anyway,
Charlie something.
Charlie Callis. Great
Callis.
Charlie Callis. Very good.
Charlie Callis.
So I'm the Charlie Callis of this house. And this annoys the hell out of her. How annoying do you think it is for the last 32 years that I can't sit through a television show? I have to say something. And of course it bugs her. And she suffers through it for about 10 minutes and then tells me to shut up. But that's love. And also why the monologue is usually about 10 minutes because that's all the grace I get from you people too. So, okay. So, hey, Patty, you're in here. If anybody's listening, you're married. Anybody got a quick pet peeve that their spouse does that you just let go?
I've heard a couple of people say that that's a peeve if their spouse tells all about the pet peeves on a comedy show.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's why I said not to tell her. Actually, we talked about this at dinner, and the recycling thing is kind of a lie. She's mostly it's plastic things, but I couldn't really think of one, so I had to come up with something. All right, here we go. Let's do what's
you got 4 minutes left.
Listening to these jokes. The Tangerine Menace is offering immigrants $1,000 a stipend and a plane ticket if they leave the country. Yep. Did you see that?
No way.
Yep.
$1,000 a stipend and a plane ticket if they leave the country. My family has been here since before the Revolutionary War, but I'm getting close to taking that deal myself. That's and my daughter is a daughter of the American Revolution. We fought in the Revolution. All right. Kohl's, the company Kohl's fired their new CEO after they found out he had been giving millions of dollars of business to a vendor with whom he had a close personal relationship.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the board said if they wanted that, they'd hire a Trump. Okay. That's what they do. I'm going to take a sip. P. Diddy Combs turned down a plea deal this last week on his sex trafficking charges. P's lawyer said it's more of a sex Ubering. Dang it, I screwed that up. Sex trafficking, but sex Ubering. The man also known as Puff Daddy, because calling yourself Father Blower doesn't sound right. There was a dirtier way I could have gone with that.
Yes.
He will now stand trial on 5 criminal counts, which if found guilty could get him life in prison, which wouldn't be so bad unless the prison commissary runs out of baby oil. Then things could get stuck. Well, more apropos, things could get stuck. Okay. That was just creepy all around, wasn't it? This is my second favorite joke of the day. I like to announce. By the way, my wife did not like any of those jokes. This one's okay. A viral video showed a 2-day-old donkey meeting a chicken for the first time, and millions are commenting how cute the animals look as they become friends. Did y'all see that? The donkey and the chicken are friends.
I saw the link.
Isn't that sweet?
Saw the
Yes.
link.
Then later they were beaten to death by a jealous warthog and meerkat. Hakuna Matata indeed. Hakuna Matata. This was Janet's favorite joke and mine. RFK Jr. this week said that the MMR vaccine contained aborted fetus debris, which is preposterous because aborted fetus debris has been opening for Metallica all over the country.
I was just going to say, I'm going to form a band by that name.
That is the greatest band name ever. I'm glad you didn't say it before I got the joke out. All right. This I love. Janet didn't appreciate this one. A miniature dachshund who ran away from its owners on Australia's remote Kangaroo Island thrived for 529 days among feral cats, kangaroos, and wallabies. They kept seeing it, but it would get away, and it was fed, everything. It has finally been captured by being lured into a cage by its owner's t-shirts. The little pup competed for food and dominance in the wild for more than a year. Isn't that amazing? Once back home, the little doggy shoved the fat orange cat's face in lasagna and threw it in the yard. John Arbuckle is By the way, I'm not sure. I don't even know what kind of dog Odie is. He could be adopted. As much as Snoopy's a freaking beagle. Now this.
Oh, it's funny.
You got to love people doing some great stuff. A 15-year-old Nigerian nonverbal autistic teen broke the Guinness World Book record for the largest canvas painting ever by creating a work he titled Impossibility is a Myth. The painting is 133,267 square feet and will probably sell for millions of dollars. The teen also has related that he isn't to be underestimated, and he wants to move to the U.S. because RFK Jr. said he would never pay taxes. He said autistic kids who never pay taxes. He's going to have millions of dollars. And although RFK Jr. was right, Elon Musk pays no taxes. Okay. The first self-driving truck hit the road carrying loads between Dallas and Houston. You've seen my brother and I have discussed this. He is a truck driver. He is against it. The semi will make regular round trips with more trucks being added when truck stop hookers figure out how to have sex with them. Hopefully they'll find the horny button soon. Okay.
Got a horn.
Hey. All right, two more, and then one more, and then the joke of the week. Researchers in Montana have created an alternative to bricks using mushrooms. Yes. People wondering if the mushrooms will ever replace cement only had to eat one of the bricks, and they were sure that they could build a rainbow house with them easy. No, they always say close with the strongest joke. That was not
Always.
Like, where do I have to test these out? This is it. This is the testing ground. All right. The joke of the week.
It is the virtual comedy show.
I know. Please get ready. It's going to fall apart. I look at setups of jokes, and then I decide to use one of the setups or write my own. I wrote my own joke this week. By the way, the setup I saw was, what do you call a joke book for chickens? Anybody want to throw that? I didn't write a punchline for that. Anybody? Pintails? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I didn't care for that, so I changed it. What does a funny rooster tell?
What?
Dad yokes.
Brad Tassell, everybody. Brad Tassell. Right there.
Look at that. That is.
He's way that
The
way.
name of the
That
book
is
would be Why I Crossed the Road.
Well done, Brad.
That is some B- comedy right there,
No,
buddy.
you were on fire right in the middle. That was like,
Well done.
That's on fire.
so good.
I do have a burning in my crotch, but that's
It's first time doing that too. It's your first time, isn't it, Brad? Doing
My first
a little
time what?
monologue? doing a monologue like that.
Yes, I know. Yes. First one.
I think he did very well.
Absolutely.
After a while, you get a little better at it, but not
Not
that
bad
much.
for 260 episodes. I think.
Yeah,
that was
not
really-
bad for 5 years. Yeah, 5 and plus years. All right,
All right.
Steve, Goodie.
Ready
doing
for
a
this thing?
thing.
Let's do a top 10 thingy that goes a little something.
Wait, I
like
can't find me. Okay, go.
this. Hi, everybody. I'm in Denver. Yesterday, I was in Salt Lake City. The day before that, I was in Boise. And before that, I was in Newport, Rhode Island.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
No.
Newport, Oregon. That's right.
Oh, I was going to say.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a bit of a,
It
I was
makes
gonna say,
considerably
Boise
more
getting
geographical sense that way. Anywho, as I do, it's now become my tradition. I make this big, giant clockwise route around the United States, starting in Nashville and returning to Nashville. And in Newport, Oregon, that's where I change my oil. You got changing the oil. And you have a lot of time to reflect because if you're me and working on your car, it takes hours and hours and hours. So tonight, and let's see if I can get this to work again. I'm pretty excited. We did this last time. One computer, both Zoom and PowerPoint. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Can you see that? I think.
Not yet. There it is.
Wow. And let's see. We'll do make that full screen. Go to number 6. There we go. Okay. Everybody see both things?
Yeah, wow.
Top 10 category is top 10 things not to do while under your car changing the oil.
All right.
Wait a minute. Wait, I want to stop you for a second. You changed your own oil?
Of course.
Oh my God. Okay.
I can't get Janet to do it.
Yeah, no.
So, top 10 things not to do while under your car changing the oil. Number 10, vote for a Republican. Number 9, oral surgery. You don't want to do that while you're under your car.
You didn't cry that, did you?
Number 8, oral part of bar exam. Number 7, oral anything. Number 6, juggle. Foreshadowing. Top 10 things not to do while under your car changing the oil. Number 5, get that tattoo of RFK Jr. removed from your inner left thigh. Do that while you're under your car. Number 4, drive through Arby's for a sweet beef and cheddar. Not easy while you're under the car changing the oil. Number 3, get a tattoo of a sweet Arby's beef and cheddar on your inner right thigh. Number 2, juggle 3 Republicans while getting LASIK on both inner thighs in the drive-thru at Arby's. Got a little wet. Number 1 thing not to do while under your car changing the oil. 3 words, bathe the cat. That would be a bad idea. Right.
Or bathe the cat. You could spay or bathe the cat.
Leave the cat out of this.
That was great.
Thanks. And hey,
You would love that.
Did that actually work? Was it?
Yeah. No, that was really great.
I may just be able to do this with one computer from now on. Hey, Patty.
Yeah.
Hello. Patty.
Patty has super bangs.
Oh yeah, it's
I know.
you're very bangy. That's nice.
I know. I was trying to figure out how to make them. I'm just like, it's, yeah.
Bangs. She bangs. Okay, never mind.
You're full bodied. Full bodied hair.
We're very glad you're back. We missed you last week.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
We
being.
missed quite a thing last week. It was.
Did I? Oh no. I'll have to go back and look.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh God! Yeah. Go look. It's finally up. I didn't get it up till today, so it's got. So,
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
yeah. Oh wait. I don't mean. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No. Stop.
I'm not crazy about how these bangs look. Thank you for pointing it out.
Really?
I think they're great.
You want us to wait while you do the pigtails? We could.
Are you ready
That's
for
right.
an intro there, Patty?
Sure.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Any second now.
Is Patty crazy?
Am I crazy?
Yes. Super.
Patty's not sure. Patty's not from
I'm pretty sure.
winning their local races to Major League wackos with orange faces to obnoxious a-holes taking handicap spaces. If she's losing her mind, that's fair. She's Patti Vasquez.
Am I crazy?
Now with bangs.
Hey, you know what? There's so much. There's so much it's making. By the way, I have to hold my light now. That's how I do the show. I just hold the light. It won't clip onto my phone. There's so much to cover, and I don't even know. I'm so glad that that Brad covered the fetal what is it? The abortion
Aborted
fetal
fetal debris.
debris. That's what it was. Debris. They're just floating through our. It's just, okay, I can't.
Dumbest in the world.
Well, but that's the thing. There's so many dumb things that happen. It's hard to remember the dumb things. I mean, an AI photo of Trump as the Pope, and now he's saying that it's what And here's the thing: he said he never even saw the photo, and it was on his platform. So now, I mean, he's admitting that he doesn't even post most of those things, even though it looks like his sort of scribbled claw hand just cats all the time and. I don't understand what's happening. And then Alcatraz is going to open again. What the freaking frack? I mean, it's now it's a tourist stop. It's the home to seagulls and Nicolas Cage references. I'm not going to try to do a Sean Connery accent. It's just so. I mean, I'm just surprised he didn't go with making all the planes to Venezuela, El Salvador, like Con Air. I mean, he's going to put, I don't understand what's happening. It's just so bad. Okay, so I was not here last week because I was at a funeral. I was at a wake, and I've been to a funeral now, 3 funerals in 2 weeks. I'm not at that age. Isn't there there's you always hear people in their 70s and 80s and saying they're at that age where they're going to funerals all the time. 53 is not I'm going to funerals every week age. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. I went to one funeral a few weeks ago. And the priest, you guys, didn't really know the deceased. It was my friend's brother passed away, and he didn't really know him. So he apparently just talked to people. And here's what he said at this guy's funeral. He went to school here right next door. He wasn't a very good student, but he made a lot of friends. Do I need to have somebody talking about how my grades were when I was in 6th grade? Well, they weren't very good at math, but they can really play good kickball. What the freaking fuck is it's not okay. And I don't know how you guys feel. I guess I'm of the open casket, go say your goodbyes and kind of. I like my when my dad passed away, he kept changing his mind. My father was very sick for several months before he died, so he was actually telling me what he wanted along the way. And one day it would be, don't make it a big deal. And then it was, and then the week before he passed away, he goes, "Hey Pat, I'm looking good. Lay me out," which meant put him on display. And it was so weird. And by the way, my mom is downstairs. And I don't know if I should say this, but my dad was very popular in the neighborhood. So we went to the funeral home. My mom was not interested in spending a lot of money. She goes, "Just give him a cardboard box," which apparently is a friggin' option. Did you guys know that?
Wow.
It is. It's like a felt cover. They showed it to me, and I was like, oh, I mean, I wasn't paying, but because they knew it was going to be a packed house. The funeral home actually upgraded him for free. So note to everybody: just say you're going to get a cardboard box. Tell them a lot of people are going to come, and you get a free upgrade. I'm just saying, it's just a little trick.
All right.
And then I was at a wake, and I think I told you guys this story before. I was at one wake that somebody cut in line. Who cuts in line? How much of a hurry are you in? I don't know. and then I was in line, and this guy's phone goes off, and he's just at the casket where you kneel and whatever it is everybody says, prayers so I guess I'm not getting that money you owe me, kind of a thing. But this guy, his phone rings and he answers it. That's a phone call, unless it's coming from the casket. He let it go to voicemail. What? And the guy answers the phone and goes, "Yeah, hey, what's up?" I mean, not a hey, I can't talk right now, right? Yeah, no, I'm at Mike's funeral. Hey, what are you up to? Seriously, we're making plans. Right? I can't. It's so bizarre. I don't know what to do with people anymore. I really don't. He literally was giving his last respects because he had no other respect to give to anybody else. I don't. It's been a very strange few weeks. I hope that everyone's taking care. Oh, and it's Cinco de Mayo, which I remember one time a woman said to me, she goes, "Cinco de Mayo, what a stupid name for a holiday. What is that, the 5th of May?" Yeah. And I know there's confusion about what is Cinco de Mayo. It is a battle, the Battle of Puebla, where the Mexican army was outnumbered by the French. Essentially a battle they won, but they thought they were going to lose in a war they did lose. But I mean, you take your victories where you can. I'm just saying, I love that I have in my background, my heritage is Irish and Mexican, and the Irish look at us like we're idiots for drinking and making a mess and dying our river green in Chicago, and they're like, we don't do that. And the same thing in Mexico, they don't do this. What I do love is that on St. Patrick's Day, everyone wants to be Irish, but on Cinco de Mayo, no one wants to be deported. So it's all good.
Write that down.
Very good.
Very fun. And also, it is Mother's Day coming up. So as this is the first year, I think folks have been inviting me to do shows. This is the only time of year where it's like they want Mexicans to do shows and they want moms to do shows. So I'm a twofer today. It's been very exciting for me. So I'll be doing a lot of mom shows with other. I was in LA one time and this girl with a bunch of comics, and this girl asked me what I did, and I go, well, I have 2 boys, and she goes, oh, you're a mom comic? Okay. Like I was nothing. And do you want to know what her business card said? It said comedian, musician, and vagina model. And I was like, well, it's kind of like delivering a baby. I was on display, and there are pictures. So just saying. Thank you, everybody. I am crazy. There's too much going on.
So wait a minute. Wait, Steve will come in when he comes in. So a couple things. Number one, write that line down if you haven't used it. The
which one?
The St. Patrick's Day.
Everyone wants to be Irish. Nobody wants to be.
Oh, no one wants to be deported. Thank you. I will write that down.
Good line.
You could use that any day. You could use that in your show any day.
Yeah.
And number 2, as far as dying, my parents, me, Janet, a plastic baggie is where we're gonna be buried. It's got an urn at the most.
Have you seen those ones where you can have you basically are in the roots of a tree? Like you're in your body gets decomposes with the growth.
That's what I want.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's great. And also, my dad said when he dies, no one can be sad, and that I have to just make fun of him the whole time. I can't.
Okay.
He loved
roast your dad.
He loved Janet's dad's. I did Janet's dad's eulogy, and I wrote stuff for somebody else, and it was fun and funny. And he said it has to be that. So
there you go.
He said he wants to go fast. So
there you go. Yeah, same.
You want to go fast?
Yes.
And looking around at the world right now is not that bad a time.
I'm tired.
I know.
And crazy.
That's because you're in the trenches every day, 7 a.m. to now.
Oh, come on, Americans one big.
I mean, that's just you and you have a lot of but you look healthy. You know what I mean? You look like you're.
I'm working out because otherwise I would just sit at home with a bottle of bourbon. So I mean, for walks.
You should be on the air with the bourbon.
Yeah, no, I would. I've been going back to CrossFit. I used to do CrossFit about 10 years ago. So not Marjorie 2 toes green kind of CrossFit. I just I like to pick up and drop heavy things.
You know, I've been thinking maybe for this show we should institute a 2-drink minimum just for the performers.
Yeah, right.
Come in one margarita in. So
please.
So are you where are you working and what's the deal?
I will be at the Comedy Plex in Oak Park on Friday, and I'll be in Rockford at Hope and Anchor on Saturday night, and then the following week I'm at Bits at the Beach in I think in Villa Park.
I like Bits at the Beach.
I'll be in the area on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Maybe I can come check you out.
Oh yeah, please do.
We'll talk.
I do apologize. I was talking about maybe this thing, but not. I can't come there in June. So
okay.
So I'm sorry. Maybe some other time at this point.
All right. Well, just keep me posted. I'll try to figure something.
I can see the tatas at some point. So
there you go.
Yes, after you've been working out. All right,
that
everybody, Patty.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey.
That's awesome.
There she goes. And then you find, or I'll find.
I got him. There he is. Everybody.
There he is. Nice. Yay.
How about that? We're like a well-oiled something.
A well-lubed P. Diddy party.
You learned from last week, I guess.
I can be taught. All right, people, you know the drill around here. You're going to do a song. I don't know what you're going to do. Then I'm going to answer it somehow, and I don't know what I'm going to do either because I got a ukulele and I can barely play this thing. And then you'll do another song. Here we go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
First.
All right, so every so often I put out a call to my fans and my followers to give me suggestions for ridiculous song ideas. And this is one that came in from a fellow rapper, a nerdcore rapper by the name of MC Oh My. Suggested that he had recently thrown up in an IHOP and suggested I do a song about it. So this is what I came up with. It was a very special day, and I wanted to celebrate in a very special way, and I just couldn't wait, so I took myself out to a very special place. I went to IHOP so I could stuff my very special face. I crammed into a booth that was a little too tight, where the waitress brought me water. She was quite the pretty sight, but she asked me the dumbest question I ever heard. She said, "Would you like coffee?" Don't be absurd. Of course I want coffee. I want all of the coffee, and if you spill a little on me, don't worry, I'll lick it off me. But first I want to order what I like to eat best, the Heartstopper 9000, it's a special request. A breakfast sandwich with ham, eggs, and cheese, a sausage patty and some extra bacon if you please. Piled over that is some thin-cut steak, and I top it off with a waffle and a pancake. It was such a pretty sight that I began to tear up, and to drink I had a large glass of maple syrup. Then I said I needed room, so everybody stand back. I'm a professional, and this ain't no light snack. The booth grew tighter with every bite that I consumed, but it didn't stand a chance. The sandwich was doomed, and when I finished, I threw my arms up, check please, and the room began to spin, and I got weak in the knees, and I was throwing up in an IHOP again. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again, and I'm glad that I don't have to clean it up. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again, and yet somehow I don't think I've had enough. The waitress came swiftly asking if I was okay. She took my hand, helped me stand, and wiped some vomit away. I nodded as she held me up and stood there for a while. And through it all, she never lost her beautiful smile. The scene was surreal. Could this be what it seems? I'm in an IHOP. Did I just meet the girl of my dreams? I stared into her eyes and I felt funny inside. I tried to speak, but it sounded more like somebody died, cause I was throwing up in an IHOP again. Throwing up in an IHOP again. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again, and it makes a pretty modern art design. Throwing up in an IHOP again. Throwing up in an IHOP again. I'm throwing up in an IHOP again, and my bill was only $7.99.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
I thought there was more.
Nope, there's like 30 seconds of music fading out that I usually use to plug other stuff on stage,
man.
but you don't need to hear that.
I'm not done choosing which one I'll do because I have so many that can follow that.
You have so many vomit songs. I know. I figured I'd give you a softball this time.
You really did, but the thing is, I got to play it. Somehow I got to play it on my ukulele. Hang on. Hang on. I'm searching. I'm choosing. Hold on. I'm almost there. Oh wait. Okay, I got it. How many big old fans of Jason Mraz do we have here tonight?
Yay!
Okay.
I like Jason. I like him. Yeah, I like him.
Let's see if I can fake my way through this. I got on the bus today, starting the 3rd grade. Found a seat and we drove away as my mom waved goodbye. But I'm back home in two shape. Never made it to school today. Mom says, "What you doing home so early?" And I look in her eyes. I just threw up on the bus. Breakfast came back in a rush. I blew up so fast and furious. And I don't think I'm done. Actually, I do think I'm done.
Yay!
What a mess that was.
All right, so just go. The other one?
Oh, yeah.
Another one for Divo
right.
Spice.
Another one. All right, this is a song that I think we can all relate to. There's There's 147 tiles on the floor, and what's worse, I don't think I like that style anymore. And while I've heard it all before, a man's home is his castle. Keeping up with pairs is an onerous hassle, and no one even cares. It's way up in the back at the top of the stairs where the walls are all cracked. Hasn't been a problem yet hanging my pants on the door. Only problem is get other ants on the floor. There's no chance I can afford a remodel anyway. Bring it up to code? Not on my pay. Maybe someday, but for now I'll engage in spinning toilet paper like a cat in a rage. As I contemplate my life and while I'm stuck in the dregs, I realize that I am losing feeling in my legs. Staring at the ceiling while the truth is well known. Pooping is boring when you forget your phone. I am so bored. I wonder how far I can get my finger into my nose. Oh, I can scratch my brain. Oh, I think I just forgot long division. Oh well. Man, I don't know what he's going on about. 12 slides ago, I completely tuned out. I don't care where this goes or the price of our stocks. There's a hair in his nose that wiggles when he talks. I can doodle on my pad, doesn't matter what I do. But if I fall asleep now, it looks bad on my review. Like I had to come to. I don't need to be here. Oh, the things I've gone through for the sake of a career. I make it appear like I'm listening fine. So I cross my legs for the 83rd time. I glance around the room and adjust my business suit. There's Sarah from accounting. She's kinda cute. Losing money, blah, blah, layoffs, blah, blah. All I think about is leaving in my evening at the spa. I wonder how much longer till I get to go home. Meetings are boring when you forget your phone. So boring! Oh my God, when is this torture gonna end? Just get to the any questions slide already. No, don't actually ask questions, you idiot! That means you're just gonna keep talking. Oh! I underestimated how long it's going to take, and I've sat here and waited all along without a break, so please, for my sake, can we speed this up a bit? If you need another hit, I can help you out with it. I pace back and forth and I can't help but laugh, cause any moment now has been a day and a half. So I play with anything that my hands can conjure up. Now I'm learning origami with a paper water cup. The radio is blown and the TV is dead, so instead I'm alone with the thoughts in my head. But it's hard to stay focused, daydreaming in my mind with the moaning and the groaning and the screaming all the time. I just want to leave, get a big glass of wine. Yes, honey, push, just breathe, you're doing fine. She grabbed me so hard I think she broke a damn bone. Childbirth is boring when you forget your phone. Come on! How much longer is this gonna go on? Do you know how hard it is for me to sit here and listen to this? You really should hear yourself. Why do I even need to be here to tell you to push? That's just mansplaining childbirth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That ended on a down note.
Once again, I got like 15 answers to that.
Oh, I should have done that one first.
I will do one later.
Okay.
Your wife loves that song.
Oh, my wife doesn't like any of my music. I don't think my wife has ever heard that song. So,
like my wife.
My wife likes the songs where I don't rap so much. She actually said that.
Like my wife likes the comedy when I don't talk so much.
Yep, exactly.
So where are you going to be?
Learn to sleep joke.
Yeah, sleep joke. So where are you going? Where do we get you? How do people listen?
I don't have any gigs coming up, but you can find me online at devospice.com. I run the thefump.com, the Funny Music Project. We got volume 110 of our compilation albums coming out soon.
Wow. And who did the artwork on that?
Luke, actually.
Good for Luke.
Yes.
I took a shot.
I think it was Chuck.
Wasn't me, wasn't Chuck, not this time. No.
Oh well.
Thank you, Devo. That was tremendous.
Yay.
Thank you.
No, very well.
All right, you get rid of him, and I found Sal.
I bet we'll both do the wrong thing at the same time. Oh,
Nope.
Look at him.
We both did the wrong. Well,
I'm still here.
I know. Why are you still there? You're gone. Hey, it's Sal, everybody. Yay.
What's up, you guys?
Oh, you look great.
Wow, I have to follow that. Jeez.
Yeah. Your rap is not going to be near as good.
I got an Italian rap. I do.
You got an oh, good. You got you can open with your Italian rap. Hey yo, hey yo.
I got a pizza roll again.
And I got a pizza roll. I'm gonna take it down, put a hole in. Okay, fine.
Come on,
Anyway,
Jake. Come on, Jake.
you know what? Let's forget all that and just play the
Just have
intro.
some
And
fun. We'll do an intro.
do
Okay.
10 minutes
All
of
right.
something.
Thanks, you guys.
Do an intro, Sal. You do 10 minutes of awesome stuff, and then we'll tell you how great you are.
All right. It sounds good.
Go.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday. Yeah.
Sal D'Amelio.
Hey, how's everybody doing? By the way, everybody was so great tonight, and I'm going to be singing "Throwing Up in an IHOP" for the rest of the night. That was a very catchy tune. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. I want to talk a little bit about that. Patty kind of jumped on my subject a little bit. She mentioned that she's Irish as well as Mexican, and she mentioned those two holidays. Those are actually my two favorite drinking holidays: St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo. Oh, actually, there's three of my favorite drinking holidays. There's St. Patrick's Day, there's Cinco de Mayo, and then there's the wine on Sunday. I downed it every week after my communion. Are there any horrible Catholics out there like myself? The priest had a Pinot Noir last weekend or last Sunday. It was really good. But anyway, St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo are my two favorite drinking holidays. Here's the problem. I love Cinco de Mayo. I love today better than St. Patrick's Day. I just Irish, they don't have any good food. They don't have they don't have good food. I'd much rather have Mexican food than corned beef and cabbage. So I always get wasted on St. Patrick's Day because I don't eat all day. And then on Cinco de Mayo, I got to have like 27 Dos Equis because I'm eating Mexican food all day. I mean, at noon, at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, knocking back enchiladas, Tostitos. I get Taco Bell on the way home that night. It's a great holiday. Cinco de Mayo should be a 2-day holiday, I think. It should be Cinco de Mayo today, and then tomorrow should be Stinko de Mayo. You know, we're just small. Walgreens could have toilet paper for 99 cents on May 6th. That would be a good time marketing plan. And speaking on the Cinco de Mayo on this Mexican theme today, I mentioned the beer Dos Equis. I do like the beer Dos Equis. I've been drinking it a very long time, ever since the Most Interesting Man in the World commercial. I don't know if you guys remember that guy. I love that guy. I don't know what happened to him. They got rid of him. I felt like he was always talking to me, and I don't understand. They fired him, and then he never got another product. I don't understand that. I would buy anything from that guy. He just disappeared. He could have came on the television. I don't always use condoms. But when I do, I prefer the Trojans. Stay kidless, my friends. And I would have bought Trojans. So that's that joke. Being on the show today is really cool because I like it. It kind of reminds me of like the Tonight Show, and every comedian in the world wants to be on the Tonight Show. And I'd love to be on that show, right? Here's the problem with me being on that show, and there's Brad and Patty will attest to this. Sometimes we don't get the greatest gigs in the world. Like, I could be on the Tonight Show and Jimmy Fallon be like, hey, making his television debut, very funny comic out of Detroit, Michigan. Let's see here on his schedule. You can see Sal Friday at the Knights of Columbus Spaghetti Dinner Comedy Show, where they're going to be raising money for Becky's stolen bike. And then on Saturday, he's got a matinee performance at a Tim Hortons coffee shop off of Woodward Highway. He'll be doing a 3 o'clock to 3:15. So if I ever make it to the Tonight Show, I gotta have a good gig coming up, like this one, like this show. This would be perfect. Couple more things. Some crazy stuff happening in the news. I don't know if you guys caught the 5 women that went up into space. That was must-see TV. If you didn't catch that, I didn't even know it was happening. I woke up that morning and I heard there was 5 women going into space, And I was like, please be the cast of The View. Please be the cast of please be the cast of The View. With Charlie Sheen as the pilot. With Charlie Sheen as the pilot. No, it was an interesting flight. You guys know Katy Perry went up there with 5 distinguished women. It was great. It was funny to me that they were only up there for 11 minutes. They were up in 11 minutes. How about the 2 astronauts that were up there for 9 months? You think they were pissed off at that? They only went up for 11 minutes. I mean, 5 women went up in space for 11 minutes. They took longer in their bathrooms putting on makeup that day than they did actually in space. I mean, all the other shuttles landed in the ocean. Did you see where their shuttle landed? It landed in a Sephora parking lot. What are the odds of that happening? That's unbelievable. But it was good. It was good TV right there. And another thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys heard, I'm actually living in my dad's basement now. I'm in the same room I was in 1985 when I lived here. So I have to take the Farrah Fawcett poster down. I have to take that down. But I don't know if you guys heard, my Nutrisystem just arrived. I started, my face is getting a little big here, as you can tell. So I started Nutrisystem. I don't know if anybody has ever done this program. I don't want to make fun of Nutrisystem. Here's the problem. They send you 30 days of food all at once, in a big box. And do I look like the kind of guy that can ration off food like a chipmunk every day? I mean, you literally, I don't know if anybody of you done it. The meals they give you, they look like those continental breakfast cereal bowls you get at the Hampton. You're supposed to eat 3 of those in one day. That's insane. I was having 3 for breakfast, 3 for lunch, 4 for dinner by, knocking out 3 in the middle of the night. By day 7, I was completely out of my 30-day Nutrisystem food. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the next 23 days. You can't send me 30 days of food. I don't even own a chip clip because I've never not finished a bag of Doritos in my entire life. The family size, it doesn't matter. There's all bags of chips are in the garbage right after I open them. So it was a very difficult month for me. And this is funny too. When I was calling to get my Nutrisystem food, the lady's like, well, it'll take 1 to 3 days for your food to get there. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll eat like crap until the food gets here. It took 9 days for me to I gained 27 pounds waiting for my Nutrisystem food. I got back down to the original weight when I originally called Nutrisystem. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Marie Osmond. Thanks a lot, Marie Osmond. I hope you've gotten skinny again. I just like to eat. I do. I don't know if any of you done. I know. Brad and myself, we do the cruise ships, and you can just eat all you want. Me and my ex-wife used to do the all-inclusive resorts. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. You can just eat all you want. I got up in the middle of the night one time, you guys. This is embarrassing, but I went by the phone. I was just going to the bathroom, and I ordered the chicken parmesan at 3:30 in the morning. I didn't even eat it. I just set it in my bed. It was like aromatherapy for me for the rest of the evening. I literally didn't eat it. I just woke up the next day and put it outside my door. But look at me. I'm a big guy. I like to now with the Nutrisystem. I don't order that again because it is pretty expensive. So I just started going to the store and getting my own frozen meals, like the healthy ones. I don't know if you guys are all married and stuff. You got probably wives cooking for you, but I don't have that. I have to eat frozen meals. And I don't know if you've ever looked at the directions. They're all a little different. And that's what pisses me off because I just want to put it in the microwave, whatever. But you gotta read the directions because sometimes you have to cut the film. The other times you don't have to cut the film. What happens to the Salisbury steak if you cut the film and you weren't supposed to? I don't know. Does it turn purple? Some of them you have to stir. You have to put it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. You have to take it out. You have to take the film off. You got to stir the mac and cheese. Then you got to put it in for another. Screw that. What am I, a chef? I'm not doing all that. I don't know about you people. I'm putting it in the microwave for 15 minutes on high. I'm going out on my back porch and I'm going to scroll TikTok. and then I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna take it out of the microwave, and I'm just gonna stir the mac and cheese in with the film and just eat it all together. It doesn't matter at this point. And I'll end on this. I don't want to give you the names of these ones that I'm eating, but I did buy a lean cuisine today. A lean cuisine. Look at me. I'm a big Italian guy. I should be eating something that matches my personality and my size. I should be eating obese caprese. Okay, so come out with that. Thank you, everybody. My name is Sal D'Amelio. Thank you very, very much.
Steve, we did it. Where is he?
I got him.
We did it. Bring him
It's
in.
Sal, everybody.
Nice job, Sal.
Buddy, thank you very much.
Yay,
Appreciate it.
yay, Sal D'Amelio, everybody.
Thanks a lot, you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I can't figure out
Great
those
to be.
frozen dinners. I just eat it like a popsicle. I don't care.
I'm going to that, buddy.
I just lick
to
it.
Hey, Sal,
Thank you.
that was
I'm
so
licking.
good. I think you're ready to open for aborted fetus debris.
Yes. By the way, the most interesting man in the world, Jonathan Goldsmith is his name.
Okay, all right.
Not even a
interesting.
foreign name. Jonathan
That
Goldsmith.
doesn't do nothing. What has he done? He's done
Born in
nothing.
1938, by the way.
Wow.
And,
Holy shit.
career. He Perry Mason. Perry
All
Mason
right.
did a lot of westerns. The Shootist, the
Yeah.
A-Team. So he did a ton of stuff back in the day,
Mhm.
and he's worked in advertising. So he's done a lot of commercials and stuff like that.
Okay.
And but I don't. Yeah, let's see what his latest. Yeah, 2018 is his last film. So.
Wow. Okay.
And that was Mamma Mia. He was in Mamma
He's
Mia.
taking that Dos Equis money and running off.
Yeah.
into the
Oh
sunset.
God, he must have made millions doing that.
No kidding.
Just from you alone drinking Dos Equis. So,
It worked. It worked. I went up and bought it right after I saw that commercial.
so where are you gigging? Where are you actually doing the Knights of Columbus, or where are you going to be?
Oh yeah, I always do the Knights of Columbus, but I'm doing this Saturday with Dolby Maxwell. I'll be at the Apple Valley Roadhouse in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I look forward to doing that, and I'll be at One Night Stands Comedy Club in Waterford at the end of the month, May 29th,
that's right near you.
1st. Captain Joe's Bar and Grill on May 16th. Genetti's Hole in the Wall Theater on Thursday, May 22nd. Go to saldemilio.com. Lots of stuff going on.
The One Night Stands. What's that? Who is that? Because
That's the one in Waterford. Mike Green
yeah,
runs
Mike,
that.
because tell him hi. Years ago, he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, come on up," and I just never got back with him ever. And I would.
Yeah,
love to
you
go up
should.
there.
It's a great club. He's
I
really
just-
built a
you
nice
gotta have
club there.
You have to have a weekend to go, and then but I wish I could. But
Well, you don't have any openings till 2027 with your schedule. I mean.
July 2026 is my
Yeah,
first.
see, I know.
Opened up in August.
Yeah, and in August, yeah, okay. So at September 2026,
Well, good
I'll
for
be
you,
staying
brother.
in a
Funny
2-bedroom
guy.
in Edinburgh or somewhere.
You better
near
be
there.
saving up for it.
Saving up. Yeah, I better save up for the rent on that sucker.
I think it's free.
Well, thank you so much. Sal.
Oh,
That was
thanks
fantastic.
for having
coming.
us. Great show,
That was
guys. I
beautiful.
love being on it. Great
Yeah.
show.
Thanks, Sal.
Thank you,
All right.
guys.
Ready for the next thing?
Okay, I'm guessing juggling is coming.
Nah, I'm not juggling this year.
Yay!
I'm busy under my car.
That's true.
Oops, if I can. Any second.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Of course, the reason is that I want to answer every song Devo ever wrote.
Yeah. that's the other one.
Remember, the first thing he sang about was being bored on the toilet and his phone. So here's an award-winning song. I cannot believe this won an award. Me and Carla Ulbrich have ourselves to thank. I was texting with 6 friends at once when nature called and would not be forestalled. So I brought the phone with me onto the throne, thinking they can't smell a text, so they'll never know. But then I dropped my phone in the toilet. My phone's in the toilet. My droid took a dive. What am I gonna do? My whole life's in that phone. Now my life's in the toilet. If you think your life stinks, oh boo hoo hoo hoo. Between my knees, my cell fell 2 feet to hell. God, how tall do I think that? My contacts and pictures and calendars. I can't lose. I've just got to retrieve it. But I'd rather leave it Forget rubber gloves. I need a damn hazmat suit. 'Cause I dropped my phone in the toilet. My phone's in the toilet. My droid took a dive. Now it's down in the loo. In the loo. That's for you, Esme. My whole life. Now my phone's in the toilet. Oh, what's the next line? Oh, crap. Public service
think you're-
announcement. Don't text and poo. That's what we got there. Where's Brad? Hey, we need Brad. There's Brad. It is time. Brad,
Oh yeah, it is.
do some begging if I can get this ready. Okay.
Begging you. That's I love that band.
I feel it. It's about to happen here. It is.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your week. The dinosaur says go to virtualcomedyshow.com. It's so easy, and click, donate to the comedians, and we will buy Sal 60 days of lean cuisine. So he'll have 14 days worth of food. And then after that, I don't know what. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and I will be less blurry. What the hell just happened there? Huh? Boy, I just went out totally, didn't I?
Your little song.
I need a new camera. That's crazy. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com because Patty's tired, everybody. Tired. She is literally burning at both ends, the Mexican and the Irish end. She's burning both ends.
Which end is which, Brad?
Which end is which? That's a great question. I'm guessing I can't say which one's which. Maybe it's half and half. Irish half, Mexican half. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com and maybe Steve will get his oil changed. I'm getting the oil changed at the dealership tomorrow because I can't.
You go to the dealers. Don't say that when you're begging for money.
Well,
I'm like a billionaire.
I need the money because I can't do it. I don't know how to change my oil.
I'll teach
I
you.
didn't even know Priuses had oil. I thought they used some sort of.
It's a hybrid. Hybrid means put things together. There's an internal.
That's true.
combustion
That's
battery.
true.
We'll talk about all this later. It doesn't
put
matter.
oil and battery both in there. So go to
Contribute to
Virtual
the
Comedy Show.
Virtual Comedy
Forget
Show.
it.
Get
Just
Brad
go.
a dictionary.
Play
Okay.
the end thing.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
A new article ranks the rudest countries according to tourists, with top grumpy contenders being France, Russia, the U.S., and Morocco, having some of the meanest locals. But for the 10th year in a row, the rudest country medal goes to Kiss My Assistan. That's the show.
That'd be the worst joke.
Hey, that was the virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like into the toilet, America goes. That's what you get when you watch this show. It's gonna be a long 4 years. We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with